Welcome everyone to this first copy of Fjellheim News. As you can see, I am in the Nether. The Nether has appeared to mysteriously start changing. I've gotten news from two people who are willing to help, STL Ninja and Mr.Electron, to help record the other two changes that have started appearing. As you can see, where I'm currently at is in the Solsen Valley. Well, I don't know what much to say besides it looks rather impressive, and I kind of like it here. Actually, much more common than the old Nether, the old area Nether that I've seen. Now I'm switching over to STL, then Mr.Electron for more.
Alright, I'm looking at the Crimson Forest biome, which is one of the new biomes in the latest snapshot for the Nether. And yeah, it's just on the other side of this portal, so let's go through. And immediately, as you can see, there's red fog, there's all these red particles flying everywhere. It's kind of gross. And there's all these tree-like structures. I mean, it's pretty interesting for the Nether. These trees just grow in this biome. They have some interesting features too, like their own lighting with these blocks called shroom lights, which at the moment you can just break and take them back to the overworld with you. It's pretty nice. The biome is pretty big. Lots of trees. It goes on for quite a long way. As you can see though, it's pretty much just the normal Nether terrain gen. So this Crimson Nylium stuff's just sat on top of netherrack everywhere. The main thing about this new biome is it's got some of the most important mobs in this update. Over here I've got them all in cages. Oh, they've killed that. So there's the adult one, there's the child one. Also there's just normal zombie pigmen spawn, children and adults. And then these spawn. These are called hoglins. So these are the big ones. They're big tusks, a lot of health. I think it's about twice as much health as a player. And then there's the little ones as well. The little ones interact with the children of the piglins as well. But one thing, as you can see it happening here, the piglins, when they get hungry, will hunt the hoglins and try and kill them. Usually they do this in packs as well. And then if I open the fence here, you'll see in a minute. Yeah, they try and charge. That's how they attack. You just saw the animation with their tusks. You can see how much health it has. That's quite a lot. Oh wow. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, if they do kill them, then what they drop is pork chops and sometimes some leather. And then they eat the pork chops. They pick them up and eat them. One way in which the new piglins differ to the zombie pigmen is they're actually hostile to the player in survival mode, or unless you're wearing a piece of golden armor. So see, if I take it off, then yeah, they start to attack me. Put it back on, and friendly again. Important things to know about the new piglin as well is even wearing gold armor, they can still become aggressive at you in two ways. The first is if you open a chest near them, then yeah, they don't like that. The second way piglin can get annoyed at you, even if you're wearing gold armor, is if you break a block of gold near them. See, they don't like that. The last important thing about the piglin is you can trade with them. Not directly in a menu. If I right click, you see what happens. There's a hoglin. But if you throw gold on the ground, then they will pick it up and throw something else out. There's quite a few things that they can throw out, but it's mostly nether related things. Here is what I got trading a whole stack of gold. As you can see, mostly sort of mushrooms, a bit of leather, some gravel, soul sand, nether brick, rotten flesh. Then there's also some of the rarer things, like magma cream, shroom lights, ender pearls, glowstone dust, and fire charges. So there's some useful products.
Thank you, Feb. And now, as you can see, I'm here in the Warped Forest, which looks different from the rest of the Nether, since it has green foliage everywhere, or blue depending on, how you see it. But there are trees, grass, little bush kind of like pieces, and if you follow me over here to where there's a little mushroom, this little mushroom here is even the sapling for these trees, which leads to suggest that the trees might be made of mushroom substances like mycelium. And how exactly this has started to grow here in the Nether, we really don't know. It's been theorized that maybe some trees were left here and they became netherized over time, but also, as you can see, no mobs except for some endermen spawn in the warped forest, leaving it to be a safe place for players if they choose to build a home here, and it doesn't look half bad either. Now back to you, Feb.
And that was STL and Mr.Electron. Thank you, you two, and stay in tune, everyone else, for more Fjellheim news.